First number. Epidemiology of coronary heart disease. There have been an alarming increase in smoking and other coronary risk factors, including diabetes mellitus, as population in developing nations are adopting more Western lifestyle. Cardiovascular diseases is likely to become the most common cause of death worldwide. According to WHO, coronary heart disease is modern epidemic. According to WHO, congestive coronary heart disease is the modern epidemic. It is the cause of 25 to 30% of deaths in most industrialized countries. The first prevalence study in Pakistan. In Pakistan, the first serious attempt to study cardiovascular diseases was made in 1963 to 1964. Following were the findings: prevalence of coronary heart disease 7%, 0.7%, and prevalence of hypertension 10.2%, and prevalence of rheumatoid arthritis or rheumatic heart disease, that was 0.6%, and prevalence of congenital heart diseases, that was 0.2%, and prevalence of cerebrovascular disease was 0.2%. Today, lecture is mainly resembling with yesterday lecture, and you have seen these slides yesterday. Previous studies of high cholesterol and hypertension. Health problem in male. Result of the study carried out by PMRC NHS in 1994, that is surveyed by Survivor. And health problem that's in male, female, and total high cholesterol is 9.7% in male, and in female that is 14.1%, and the total becomes 12%. And hypertension in male 99.7%, in female 14.1%, and the total is still the same as health. The high cholesterol and hypertension is the same in both the gender, male and female. Prevention of hypertension. The low prevalence of hypertension in some communities indicates that hypertension is potentially preventable. The WHO has recommended the following approaches in the prevention of hypertension. Prevention of hypertension and the prevention strategies of coronary heart diseases or cardiovascular diseases are the same, and you have studied it yesterday. For your revision, primary prevention, that is population of two types. First is population strategy, and the second is high risk strategy, and the second is secondary prevention. अच्छा, आपके primary prevention में although control of hypertension can be successfully achieved by medication, secondary prevention, it actually becomes in secondary prevention medication. The ultimate goal in general is primary prevention. Primary prevention has been defined as all measures to reduce the incidence of disease in a population by reducing the risk of onset. The earlier the prevention starts, the more likely it is to be effective. In connection with primary prevention terms such as population strategy and high-risk strategy have become established. The WHO has recommended these approaches in the prevention of hypertension. Population strategies, what is population strategy? The population strategy or the population approach is directed at the whole population, irrespective of individual risk levels. The concept of population approach is based on the fact that even a small reduction in the average blood pressure of a population would produce a large reduction in the incidence of cardiovascular complications, such as stroke and coronary heart diseases. The goal of the population approach is to shift the community distribution of blood pressure towards lower levels or biological normality. अब biological normality क्या है? Biological normality involves a multifactorial approach based on the following non-pharmacotherapeutic interventions. First is nutrition. Dietary changes are of paramount importance. These comprise reduction of salt intake to an average of not more than 5 grams per day, moderate fat intake and avoidance of high alcohol intake, and restrictions of energy intake appropriate to body needs. अच्छा, either in reduction of salt intake to an average of not more than 5 grams per day of salt. इसकी वजह से अगर सॉल्ट खाने में नमक कम हो तो इधर जो गोल के बारे में बताया गया है या हाइपरटेंशन और इसके जो प्रिविलेंस है या इंसिडेंस है उसके बारे में बताया गया है that the concept of population approach is based on the fact that even a small reduction in the average blood pressure of the population would produce a large reduction in the incidence of cardiovascular complications such as stroke and that of coronary heart diseases. तो इसका मतलब है अगर नमक थोड़ा कम किया जाए तो इसके साथ इंसिडेंस ऑफ हाइपरटेंशन पॉपुलेशन में जो मास पॉपुलेशन है उसमें एक्चुअली वो कम होगी. अब हमारी जो रूरल एरियाज है उसमें तो ये इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ साल्ट किसी को पता नहीं होता कि इसका ब्लड प्रेशर है और ब्लड प्रेशर के लिए ये नमक से ज़्यादा नहीं लेना चाहिए. लेकिन फिर भी खासकर अर्बन में भी बाज़ जो अर्बन स्लम्स है वहाँ पे और जो रूरल एरियाज है वहाँ पे लोग नमक का इस्तेमाल बहुत ज़्यादा करते हैं. अगर उनका ब्लड प्रेशर हो भी उनको पता नहीं हो तो इसके साथ जो इसकी इंसिडेंस है पॉपुलेशन में वो ज़्यादा होती है. तो दिस इज़ द प्रैक्टिकल डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन ऑफ साल्ट इन डेली यूजेज. अच्छा, ये बायोलॉजिकल दूसरा पहला था न्यूट्रिशन, दूसरा है वेट रिडक्शन. तो इसमें है द प्रिवेंशन एंड correction of overweight, obesity, body mass index greater than 25 is a prudent way of reducing the risk of hypertension and indirectly coronary heart diseases. It goes with dietary changes. Number 3 है exercise promotion. अगर exercise promote हो तो इसके साथ भी जो हाइपरटेंशन है या जो कार्डियोवैस्कुलर डिजीज है उसकी जो इंसिडेंस है वो ऑटोमेटिकली वो कम हो. उनका जो रेशो है कम्युनिटी में वो कम होगा. The evidence that regular physical activity leads to a fall in body weight, blood lipids, and blood pressure goes to suggest that regular physical activity should be encouraged as part of the strategy for risk factor control. अच्छा, इसके बाद आता है बिहेवियरल चेंजेस. तो इसमें रिडक्शन ऑफ स्ट्रेस एंड स्मोकिंग, मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ पर्सनल लाइफस्टाइल, एंड योगा एंड transcendental mediation could be profitable. हेल्थ एजुकेशन का भी इसमें बहुत सारा रोल है, और उसमें यदि जनरल पब्लिक रिक्वायर्स preventive advice on all risk factors and related health behavior, the whole community must be mobilized and made aware of the possibility of primary prevention. Self-care. An important element in community-based health programs is patient participation. The patient is taught self-care, such that to take his own blood pressure and keep a long book of his rating. यानी वो जो अपना ब्लड प्रेशर नोट करते हैं तो उसका रिकॉर्ड रखते हैं मॉर्निंग और इवनिंग की, तो उससे उसको ये पता चल सकता है कि डे फर्स्ट पे उसकी ब्लड प्रेशर क्या थी, और उसने जो भी इंटरवेंशन किए उसमें अगर न्यूट्रिशन के साइड पे हो, एक्सरसाइज की हो, और या दूसरे जो सॉल्ट रिडक्शन की हो, तो या जो एंजाइटी, टेंशन या स्मोकिंग उसकी अगर कमी हो, तो उसको पता लग सकता है कि उसकी जो रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ ब्लड प्रेशर एवरी डे मॉर्निंग एंड इवनिंग, तो उसमें तो प्रोबेबली कोई ना कोई फर्क जरूर आएगा. The patient, by doing so, the burden on the official health services would be considerably reduced. और इसके साथ भी जो हेल्थ फैसिलिटीज है और वहाँ पे जो हेल्थ केयर प्रोवाइडर है उनकी बर्डन भी कम होगा अगर कोई घर पे ही अपना ब्लड प्रेशर चेक कर ले और उसका रिकॉर्ड अपने पास रखे. Log books can also be useful for statistical purposes and for the long-term follow-up cases. इसके बहुत सारे फायदे हैं जो भी अपने साथ ब्लड प्रेशर चेक करके उसका रिकॉर्डिंग और उस लॉग बुक पे मेंटेन करते हैं. And table 1 shows some of the lifestyle modification to manage hypertension. इसमें ये वेट रिडक्शन का वेट अगर रिड्यूस्ड हो तो मेंटेन नॉर्मली बॉडी वेट उसका है, तो इससे अप्रॉक्सीमेटली सिस्टोलिक ब्लड प्रेशर बाय रिडक्शन रेंज को 5 to 20 मिलीमीटर RPG पर kg, ये बॉडी वेट लॉस पे इतना वो कम होता है. अगर इंडिविजुअल का ब्लड प्रेशर इतना कम होता है तो मास कम्युनिटी में अगर ये इस तरह कम हो जो इंसिडेंस है तो ब्रॉड रेंज कम्युनिटी में, तो वो ऑटोमेटिकली वो कम होगी. एंड अडॉप्ट डिश ईटिंग प्लानिंग, कंज्यूम अ डाइट रिच इन फ्रूट, वेजिटेबल्स एंड लो फैट dairy products with a reduced content of saturated fat and total. अगर इसके जो अगर इस तरह ये चीज़ें ली जाए खासकर डाइट में, अगर डाइट प्लान ठीक हो तो उसमें भी 8 से लेके 14 मिलीमीटर RPG ब्लड प्रेशर कम हो सकते हैं एक इंडिविजुअल की. तो इंडिविजुअल के बाद अगर एक इंडिविजुअल 1+1+1 ये गोज टू कम्युनिटी. डाइटरी सोडियम रिडक्शन, अगर सोडियम भी उसका इंटेक कम हो तो उससे भी 2 to 8 मिलीमीटर RPG ब्लड प्रेशर उसमें वो भी कमी आ सकती है. एंड फिजिकल एक्टिविटीज, engage in regular aerobic physical activities such as brisk walking per day most days of the week, तो उससे भी फर्क पड़ता है 4 to 9 मिलीमीटर RPG ब्लड प्रेशर में. एंड मॉडरेशन ऑफ अल्कोहल कंजम्पशन, लिमिट कंजप्शन टू नो मोर देन 2 ड्रिंक्स पर डे। ये जो यूरोपियन एरिया या जो वेस्ट एरिया वहाँ पे जो अल्कोहल की कंजप्शन और ये चीज़ें होती है, हमारे इधर एशियन साइड पे या जो ये जोन है पाकिस्तान इंडिया, इंडिया में तो हो सकता है लेकिन पाकिस्तान में इस तरह की चीज़ें ज़्यादा, ये इथेनॉल और ये चीज़ें ज़्यादा नहीं होती इसकी इस्तेमाल। अगर हो भी तो हो, अगर कम की जाए तो उससे भी फर्क पड़ता है हाइपरटेंशन में, और वो फर्क जो है वो 2 to 4 मिलीमीटर आपकी ब्लड प्रेशर हो सकती है। For overall cardiovascular risk reduction, stop smoking. The effects of implementing these modifications are dose and time dependent and could be higher person individuals. BMI, body mass index, calculated as weight in kilograms divided by the square of height in meters and dash. ये जो टेबल में BMI का एक लफ्ज़ आया है और दूसरा है डैश। तो BMI आपको पता है बॉडी मास इंडेक्स है और डैश है डाइटरी अप्रोच टू स्टॉप हाइपरटेंशन। डाइटरी अप्रोच टू स्टॉप हाइपरटेंशन। अच्छा, पहले पॉपुलेशन स्ट्रेटजी था और अब है हाई रिस्क स्ट्रेटजी। तो कल वाले जो लेक्चर था उसमें तो हमने ब्रीफली वो जो बयान की थी ये जो हाई रिस्क पॉपुलेशन और ये चीज़ें, और यहाँ भी थोड़ा डिटेल में इसको डिस्कस करती है। The high risk strategy is also part of primary prevention, and the aim of this approach is to prevent the attainment of levels of blood pressure at which the institutions of treatment would be considered. This approach is appropriate if the risk factors occurs with very low prevalence in the community, and detection of high risk subjects should be encouraged by the optimum use of clinical methods. And since hypertension tends to cluster in families, the family history of hypertension and tracking of blood pressure from childhood may be used to identify individuals at risk. Acha, secondary prevention. The goal of secondary prevention is to detect and control high blood pressure in affected individuals. Modern antihypertensive drug therapy can effectively reduce high blood pressure and consequently the excess of risk of mortality. मेडिकेशन की वजह से ब्लड प्रेशर कम होगा तो इसकी वजह से जो रिस्क ऑफ मॉर्बिडिटी है वो कम होगी, जो एक्सेस है वो कम होगी, एंड मॉर्टेलिटी फ्रॉम कोरोनरी, सेरेब्रोवास्कुलर एंड किडनी डिजीज। और जो मॉर्टेलिटी कोरोनरी हार्ट डिजीज की वजह से, सेरेब्रोवास्कुलर हार्ट डिजीज की वजह से या किडनी फेलियर और किडनी डिजीज की वजह से होती है, उसमें भी मार्केबली कमी आएगी। कंट्रोल मेजर ऑफ सेकेंडरी प्रिवेंशन इसमें है अर्ली केस डिटेक्शन, ट्रीटमेंट एंड पेशेंट कंप्लायंस। अर्ली केस डिटेक्शन इसमें है अर्ली detection is a major problem. This is because high blood pressure rarely causes symptoms until organic damage has already occurred, and our aim should be to control it before this happens. The only effective methods of diagnosis of hypertension is to screen the population. But screening that is not linked to follow-up and sustained care is a fruitless exercise. Screening should not be initiated if health resources for treatment and follow-up are not adequate. In the developed countries, mass screening is not considered essential for the adequate control of blood pressure in the population. In Europe, the large majority of people have at least one contact in every 2 years with the health services. If blood pressure is measured at each such contact, the bulk of the problem of detecting those in need of intervention is solved. What are the treatment and treatment में है क्या इस hypertension की या blood pressure की? In essential hypertension, as in diabetes, we cannot treat this cause because we do not know what it is. Instead, we try to scale down the high blood pressure to acceptable levels. The aim of treatment should be to obtain a blood pressure below 140 by 90 and ideally a blood pressure of 120 by 80. Control of hypertension has been shown to reduce the incidence of stroke and other complications like coronary heart diseases, ischemic heart diseases, and vice versa. This is a major reason for identifying and treating asymptomatic hypertension. Care of hypertension or hypertension should also involve attention to other risk factors such as smoking, elevated blood cholesterol levels. Patient compliance. The treatment of high blood pressure must normally be lifelong, and this presents problems of patient compliance, which is defined as the extent to which patient behavior in terms of taking medicine, following diets, or executing other lifestyle changes as coincides with clinical prescriptions. The compliance rates can be improved through education directed to patients, families, and the community. Intensive research carried out during the past decades aiming at control of hypertension at the community level has already provided valuable results. Patient compliance in continuation, the studies have shown that control of hypertension in a population is feasible. It can be carried out through the existing system of health services in different countries. The control of blood pressure leads to a reduction of complication of high blood pressure, namely stroke, heart failure, renal failure in some of the projects. The incidence of myocardial infarction was also reduced. As a result of these findings, some countries have launched nationwide control programs in the field of hypertension. अच्छा, heart diseases causes and risk factors. उसमें है दो किस्म की चीजें, एक नॉन मॉडिफाइबल रिस्क फैक्टर्स है और दूसरा मॉडिफाइबल रिस्क फैक्टर्स है, जो कि हमने कल इसके मुतालिक पढ़ा है और ये उसका रिवीजन है आज आपके लिए. तो नॉन मॉडिफाइबल रिस्क फैक्टर्स में फर्स्ट पे है एजिंग, सेकंड फैमिली हिस्ट्री, थर्ड इज डेंजर मेल, जो जेंडर है उसमें मेल और फीमेल उसमें रेशोज मुताबिक जो मेल्स है उनमें ज़्यादा होती है कहीं पे और कहीं पे ये जो फीमेल है वो ज़्यादा प्रोन होती है एथनिसिटी. एंड मॉडिफाइबल रिस्क फैक्टर्स में हाइपरटेंशन है जो कि हार्ट डिजीज़ की काजेज़ में वास्ट रोल है इसका, कोलेस्ट्रॉल है, स्मोकिंग और टोबैको यूज एंड फिजिकल इनएक्टिविटी, लैक ऑफ एक्सरसाइज है एंड डाइट, एंड that is saturated fat diet. अल्कोहल है उसका भी रोल एंड मेडिकेशंस है. नॉन मॉडिफाइबल रिस्क फैक्टर्स ये जो फर्स्ट इसकी जो बैक स्लाइड था उसमें सिर्फ नेम्स दिए गए हैं और इसकी थोड़ा डिटेल है इसमें. तो एजिंग, गेटिंग ओल्ड इज वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट रिस्क फैक्टर्स. एज के हिसाब से इन यंगर एज दीज मॉडिफाइबल रिस्क फैक्टर्स ये कम होते हैं, और एज के साथ साथ अगर एज बढ़ता जाता है, वो मेल हो या फीमेल हो, तो रिस्क फैक्टर्स इसके साथ साथ ही ज़्यादा या बढ़ जाती हैं, which cannot be dealt with as we age. Risk of cardiac disease increases many fold. Second, family history. A family history of coronary or cardiovascular disease makes you prone towards it. अगर फैमिली हिस्ट्री में किसी को है तो ऑटोमेटिकली that's become a family history and you will be suffer in future in older age. Number 3 पे है gender. Men are at the greater risk of जो heart diseases है than of premenopausal women. In postmenopausal, the risk for both becomes similar. And ethnicity, Africans and Asians are at high risk of developing cardiac disease than other racial groups. Modified risk factors में है first पे hypertension. High blood pressure plays a significant role in heart attack, and thankfully it can be prevented and successfully treated if diagnosed at early and managed properly. Second number पे cholesterol, and high total cholesterol and low HDL or good cholesterol increase the risk of heart diseases. Low कोलेस्ट्रॉल, ये जो HDL है, ये लो lipoprotein कोलेस्ट्रॉल. Smoking or tobacco use, both of these increases the risk of cardiac diseases. Long-term passive smoking is also a risk factor, and physical inactivity, not moving around too much, and as a result gaining weight, increase the risk of heart diseases. Obesity is a risk factor for diabetes, and diabetes in turn is a big risk for heart diseases. And in this slide, it shows you that what is obesity. See, this man is a very, very obese posture, and you should all avoid to become obese or from obesity. Here these two are as on a risk as obesity is a risk factors for coronary heart diseases, hypertension, and cardiac heart diseases. अच्छा, मॉडिफाइबल रिस्क फैक्टर्स उसमें 5th नंबर पे जो डाइट है, हाई सैचुरेटेड फैट डाइट इंक्रीजेस द रिस्क ऑफ हार्ट डिजीजेस, एंड अल्कोहल also increases the risk of heart diseases, and drinking or excessive big consumption of alcohol will damage the heart muscles. It also damages the liver muscles. And 7th पे है medication and central drugs such as the contraceptive pills and hormones replacement therapy. Hormones replacement therapy may increase the risk of coronary heart diseases. अच्छा, ये essential heart checkup, why it is important? There are different reasons behind heart diseases, and one should avoid everything that could lead to a potential threat. Unhealthy eating habits, lack of exercise, hypertension, and disease heredity are some of the prominent reasons behind increasing the possibility of heart diseases. You can avoid it with the help of a health checkup, such as essential heart checkups, which is specially created for health diagnosis. The precautionary health checkups is useful in identifying the problems which can be addressed before they affect severely. So do not neglect your health. अब यहाँ पे palpitation के बारे में थोड़ा बात करते हैं कि what is palpitation, and इसका definition है abnormal subjective awareness of the heartbeats. Abnormal subjective awareness of the heartbeats. उसमें है thumping, pounding, fluttering, jumping, racing, and skipping. And patient may describe palpitation as a feeling of breathlessness, excitement, and fright, etc. Palpitation, उसको arrhythmias भी कहते हैं. In other words, it is become as arrhythmia. अच्छा, major risk factors of coronary और cardiac vascular disease में modifiable हो तो आपने देख ली, और कल के लेक्चर में भी आपने सुनी थी. उसमें सिगरेट स्मोकिंग, हाई ब्लड प्रेशर, ये जो मेजर हाई रिस्क फैक्टर्स है. एलिवेटेड सीरम कोलेस्ट्रॉल है, डायबिटीज है, ओबेसिटी है, सेडेंटरी हैबिट्स है, एंड स्ट्रेस है. तो स्मोकिंग के बारे में थोड़ा सा डिटेल में डिस्कस करते हैं कि सम पीपल कमिट सुसाइड बाय ड्राइंग but many by smoking, a uniquely human habit. Smoking has been identified as a major coronary heart disease risk factor with several mechanisms, such that carbon monoxide induced arteriogenesis, nicotine stimulation of deterioration both blood pressure and myocardial oxygen demand, lipid metabolism with fall in protective high density lipoproteins, etc. In countries where smoking has been a widespread habit, is irresponsible for 25% of coronary heart disease deaths under 65 years of age in men. Cigarettes causing sudden death from coronary heart disease in men under 50 years of age. Yes, pictorial showing risk factors of smoking. In actual practice or in actual life, it should not be seen anywhere that a small baby or small children are smoking. But here it is for a lesson learned that whose are smoking, they are like children. They don't know the risk factors and the consequences of smoking in older age or elderly age or geriatric ages. This is also, you see that side by side smoking and alcohol drinking. अच्छा, दूसरे नंबर पे है हाइपरटेंशन, जो मेजर रिस्क है. ये सेरेब्रो या कार्डियक जो हार्ट डिजीज है उनकी. The blood pressure is the single most useful test for identifying individuals at high risk of developing coronary heart diseases. Hypertension accelerates the atherosclerotic process, especially if hyperlipidemia is also present, and contributes importantly to coronary heart diseases. सीरम कोलेस्ट्रॉल, इसका भी एक इम्पॉर्टेंट रोल है coronary heart disease में, hypertension में. Nearly 3 decades since it became clear that elevation of serum cholesterol was one of the factors which carried an increased risk for the development of myocardial infarctions. There is a vast body evidence showing a triangular relationship between habitual diet, blood cholesterol, lipoproteins levels, and coronary heart diseases. These relationships are judged to be casual. Other risk factors में क्या है? Diabetes है. The risk of coronary heart disease is 2-3 times higher in diabetics than in non-diabetics. Coronary heart disease is responsible for 30 to 50% of deaths in diabetic over the age of 40 years in industrialized countries. Genetic factors में क्या है? A family history of coronary heart disease is known to increase the risk of premature deaths. And genetic factors are probably the most important determinants of a given individual TC and LOL levels. ये total cholesterol है low, जो HDL है. However, the importance of genetic factors in the majority of cases is largely unknown. Physical inactivity में sedentary lifestyle is associated with a greater risk of the development of early coronary heart diseases. There is evidence that regular physical exercise increases the concentrations of HDL and decreases both body weight and blood pressure, beneficial to cardiovascular health. हार्मोन्स का भी एक रोल है coronary heart disease में या जो heart disease है उसमें is a whole. The pronounced difference in the mortality rates of coronary heart disease between male and female subjects suggests that the underlying factors may have a hormonal basis. It has been hypothesized that hyperestrogenemia may be the common underlying factor that leads both to atherosclerosis and its complications, such as coronary heart diseases, stroke, and peripheral vascular diseases. Type A personality. Type A personality or A behavior is associated with competitive drive, restlessness, hostility, and a sense of urgency or impatience. Type A individuals are more coronary prone to coronary heart diseases than the claim. More philosophical type B individual. Alcohol का भी रोल है, and high alcohol intake defined as 75%, as 75 gram or more per day in an independent risk factor for coronary heart diseases, hypertension, and all cardiovascular diseases. The evidence that moderate alcohol intake leads to a reduction in the risk of coronary heart diseases is unsubstantiated. Oral contraceptive. Women using oral contraceptive have higher systolic and diastolic blood pressure. The risk of myocardial infarction in women seems to be increased by oral contraceptives, and the risk is compounded by cigarette smoking. अगर oral contraceptive intake भी हो और साथ ही cigarette use भी हो तो रिस्क बढ़ जाती है. जो coronary heart diseases है इसके रिस्क बढ़ जाती है. Miscellaneous में the possible role of dietary fibers, sucrose, and salt water have been debated. Dyspnea on exertion, and low vital capacity have also been cited as possible risk factors. Prevention of coronary cardiovascular disease में in the community level, उसमें जो कल लेक्चर में जो चीज़ें आई थी उसमें जो प्रिवेंटिव मेजर और जो स्ट्रेटजीज थी उसमें प्राइमोडल, प्राइमरी, सेकेंडरी एंड टर्शियरी लेवल के 3-4 चीज़ें थी। तो यहाँ पे थोड़ा उसको डिटेल में पढ़ते हैं कि व्हाट इज प्राइमोडियल प्रिवेंशन, एंड इट इज अ नोवेल अप्रोच टू प्राइमरी प्रिवेंशन व्हिच इन्वॉल्व्स द प्रिवेंशन एंड स्प्रेड ऑफ coronary heart disease risk factors and lifestyle that have not yet appeared to become endemic. This is of particular importance in the developing countries to preserve their traditional eating patterns and lifestyle. In primary prevention, primary prevention has been defined as all measures to reduce the incidence of disease in a population by reducing the risk of onset. The earlier the prevention starts, the more likely it is to be effective. Secondary prevention. The aim of secondary prevention is to prevent the recurrence and progression of coronary heart disease. Strategy is again the same as for high-risk group, like cessation of smoking, control of hypertension and diabetes, regular physical exercise, healthy nutrition, etc. Tertiary prevention usually refers to the use of expensive coronary interventional procedures such as coronary angioplasty, stents, bypass surgery, pacemakers, defibrillators, and left ventricle assist devices. Tertiary prevention aims to soften the effect of an ongoing illness or injury that has lasting effects. This is done by helping people manage long-term, often complex health problems and injuries, for example, chronic disease, permanent impairments, in order to improve as much as possible their ability to function. Preventive approaches all the three public health approaches are health education, services and administrations, and regulatory. Prevention as a health education on community-based approach, interpersonal groups, CBOs, and mass communication like print and electronic media. To educate the public about the risk factors and to focus upon the behavioral change approach, healthy lifestyle like cessation of smoke, dietary pattern, control on obesity, regular exercise, diabetes, and hypertension control. Services and administration. To improve the services availability to the community via the implementation of the equity as basic principle of public health या primary health care, equity and equality. बहुत डिफरेंस है इसमें। इक्विटी में हर एक को बराबर बराबर का हिस्सा और इक्वलिटी में बराबर बराबर का हिस्सा होने होता है। इक्विटी में बाय नीड्स एंड इक्वलिटी में इक्वल। To ensure the affordability of the services and to ensure the accessibility of the services to the community. Public primary health care or public health approach, essential health care which is scientifically sound, accessible, acceptable to the community and not a cost that the country and the community can afford. And regulatory means by laws and laws implementation. Right, like regulation regarding cigarette smoking in public places. By laws, it is prohibited nowadays in our country. In public areas where publicly gathering are taking place, cigarette smoking are prohibited. And the environment provided by the people, community, or the country or administration, a safe environment and low noise producing environment and low hazard environment, which is in the responsibilities of the country administration to provide. And that's all. Thank you. Any question, if you have, please. So, chatting system. Hamza is overweight is one of the cause of coronary heart disease, and that is also for blood pressure or hypertension. CBO means community-based organization. Depopulation, ये जो ICUs या CCUs है, उसमें ऐसी मशीनें इंस्टॉल है कि जो हार्ट की जो अरिथमियाज है उसको रेगुलेट करती है, या जो कम है उसको नॉर्मल पे ले आती है, या ज़्यादा है उनको ये नॉर्मल पे ले आती है. Thank you, sir. No, basta, no? Ah? Bene, că nu știu, să nu știu, thank you,